People who come and visit us here out in the bush often ask me, so what do you do for exercise? I mean, there's no gym around, there's no track. What do you do? And most of the time I do videos because that's the only thing that I have to do. For a while there, I was teaching an aerobics class, so maybe for about 2 years I used to do that. But really, I just get up in the morning and follow YouTube. So thank you, YouTube, for making it possible for me to exercise. Of course, nowhere here in the bush will you find women my age exercising. They mostly get their exercise from the work that they're doing at the home. We've taken the hangar at the airstrip and we've made it into a pickleball court, but it's also used as a church. So before you can play pickleball, you have to move all the quote-unquote benches and bricks and things that they use for their church. And then you sweep it, and then eventually you can play pickleball. Of course, it's always much nicer when we have visitors, and Mark and I aren't the only two working on it, and we have a whole bunch of people to play with. So, bonus on two fronts. We do play pickleball with Zambians as well. I just don't have a video of it or a picture. Sometimes we'll go on bike rides. Our daughter came to visit last year, and so they enjoyed a big bike ride as well.
My brakes don't work that well.
Who needs brakes? No roads, of course, just bush.
Bye, Mom.
Bye! When we have visitors, like these groups of students who come every year, we'll take them out hiking into the bush to see the villages and the surrounding areas. And so we get a nice workout going hiking. So that's a lot of fun. Of course, what we do most often is just go for a walk and go down to the dam and watch the sunset. So that's almost every evening, maybe 4 out of 7 evenings. And then you just get exercise. Like this is me cleaning up because it was raining and we wanted to play pickleball. So there's just always exercise that we do, inevitably, just living out in the bush here. Where we live is pretty flat, but a hike that I like to do is down to the boiling pot when you go to Victoria Falls. And as you can see, I've been there a million times, many different times with many different people. But it's a nice hike down and a little bit of a challenge. And of course, it's a beautiful place. The truth is, I do miss doing some of the things that I used to do, like downhill skiing, cross-country skiing, water skiing, rollerblading, paddleboarding, different things that we used to do in the States, playing tennis. But there are also opportunities that we have here, like going to Namibia and climbing the dunes. And believe me, this was a workout. This was actually the dune we did before Big Daddy. We didn't even know we were going to do Big Daddy. So before sunrise, we went up the dune and then we're coming back down. If you can see in the distance, next to my head is a tiny little van, which actually was a big van. So we were pretty high up. And then we went up Big Daddy in Dead Valley. And that's no joke. So you get a pretty good workout. So beautiful scenery, beautiful places in Africa, and an opportunity to exercise as well. Friends of ours in Malawi invited us to climb Mount Mulanje with them, and that was a workout. We spent 4 days, I think, on the mountain, and it was a great time, great views, just a great time together. We made it to the top and had a clear view, which was awesome, and then we did some kayaking and played in the water as well. We also went to visit my family in the UK and did the coastal walking way. Wow, was that beautiful. Every day we'd get up and every day we got to do a different part of this trail, and that was a lot of fun. Beautiful, I'd highly recommend it, and we were blessed with great weather, as you can see. So that was a treat to be able to spend time with family and then also enjoy the outdoors. Of course, one of these days I'm going to make a video on all these places we visited, but anyway, then we went up to Mount Snowdon, I think it's called, and we found this hike, which ended up being a lot harder than we expected. But it was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and we loved it, every minute of it. Well, maybe not every minute of it, but when we'd stop and turn around, it was awesome. Amazing. Incredible. Beautiful. And we're going up to the top of that one. Woo! We hadn't even planned on doing such a difficult hike, so we don't even have the right shoes on, but it was fun anyway. You're in my video! So check out the lakes in the first picture and then in the second picture. We're way higher. Watch again. It was just absolutely stunning everywhere we went. It was gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. There were even some extra challenges or obstacles because this is how they keep the sheep that are all over the place from moving to different parts of the mountain. And so, yeah, we get a little extra exercise. Then last year we decided that we didn't want to climb Kilimanjaro, so we decided to climb Mount Meru, which is next to, not too far from Mount Kilimanjaro. So this is our night climb, and that's the view from the very top, or almost to the top. You can see some frost. This is looking up towards the top of Mount Meru. And yeah, I'm not going to say it was easy. It was probably the toughest thing I've ever done. So there's a view of Kilimanjaro, and it was just an amazing experience. I was about to die, honestly. I mean, I'm just over here doing my little videos, so it's not like I'm really experiencing any of this mountain climbing or anything like that. But living in Africa, we do get to do these amazing experiences, and my husband and I always find a way to get some extra exercise and do something fun and be active. So we're very grateful that we're in good enough health to do that, and we don't take that lightly. So here we are. I guess the moral of the story is that even though here in Zambia we don't really have much to do that's exciting when it comes to exercising, we do get to do other things, and those are very exciting. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and although Mark usually beats me in pickleball, we still enjoy playing and get some exercise. And I do plan on making other videos more specifically on the places that I highlighted here and other places. So please follow and subscribe and watch for those to come in the future.